start the game. He'll bring it out. It's awesome. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oregon Ducks. EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's awesome. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Toss to the left. Running to Green. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Garrison. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. At the 35, he's got room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
To throw, it's Garrison. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Dingle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for space. It's Webb. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moving away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air, it's Whitaker. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch. It's Stevens. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
Yeah, so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Garrison. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Man, I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. They emptied the roster, but every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Back to throw, it's Garrison. Quarterback now breaking the field. They get to him as he throws. Pick off! What a play by this defense. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Here comes the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Oregon! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over UConn. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to Pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with his 3rd possession.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Good, solid tackle.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Give to the running back. Turning it on! He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes the grab. Got some room into the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Webb. At the 35, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second...
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Whitaker. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Ducks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Back to throw. It's Whitaker. He turns that loose down the right side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Fires to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Another incompletion on third down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Toss sweep to the right. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to pass, it's Garrison. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get... Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by 9 over Buffalo. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to change this route. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
He's going to fire deep. He's got it up to 30. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking to throw, it's Whitaker. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, how about that play? Curl route, and the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him, so he was able to catch it and go get the first.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's awesome. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Looking for room. It's Webb. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to pass. It's Whitaker. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
He'll bring it out. It's awesome. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Got the quick completion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Getting deep in the third quarter here. Clock stopped with 1.5 minutes to go. Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the ball's out. Who's going to get it? Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Looking downfield, it's Whitaker. Throwing right. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This is like having an extra running back in your back leg. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's awesome. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Whitaker. Rifles it down the middle. He's got the tight end. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. It's easy to trash the defense when you have a game like this, but I don't know how you stop this level of execution.
No, and we've got a lot of players, a lot of dudes, a lot of guys that are going to play on Sunday on the field. Both offenses so explosive. We've seen it all game.
They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Back to pass. Rushes on him. On target to the left. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Looking for a man. It's Whitaker. going for it all. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's awesome. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Utah State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Whitaker. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Got room at the 35. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And he's over 150 yards. Featuring this guy, featuring this weapon. You know he's a mismatch, and you're going to exploit it. Great job by the offense.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll move the tight end. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
22 water.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Whitaker. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the 4th quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Webb. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Whitaker. Takes the easy completion. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where he can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Finds his big tight end. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Caught near the sideline, it's Stevens. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Back to throw, it's Whitaker. Caught near the sticks, it's Stevens. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the fourth quarter. Out-breaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds and save yourself clock.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Stevens. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped down at the 27.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Quickly out to the tight end. Then he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Whitaker. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well